Hello and welcome back to CarWale. I'm Bilal, bringing you an all-new electric car which is soon to be launched in India. This one, it goes by the name C40 Recharge and it is the coupe SUV version of the Volvo XC40 Recharge. So in this video, we will be telling you 5 things that we liked about the C40 Recharge. We will also be discussing about its launch date, its pricing, and we will also tell you how it is to drive. So stick till the end. First up, it's the design. Now up front, when you look at it, it might appear identical to the 2023 XC40 Recharge because in fact it is actually identical to it. But then you move to the side and this sloping roofline, it gives an awe-inspiring sight. And because unlike other coupe SUVs which look like an afterthought, this one, it's quite well executed. Out in the wild, the C40 Recharge does grab a second look, which is something the XC40 isn't able to do. The sloping roofline is like a proper coupe silhouette and the tail lamps are quite tastefully designed around the whole pillar and the tailgate. And there are spoilers, 2 of them here. One is mounted on the roof with a double bubble vent design, while the other one is lower down the bed line, done up in gloss black. The 19-inch dual-tone alloy wheels are the only choice for now, but you can have the C40 in 6 exterior color options. Now I've said it before and I'll say it again, no animals were harmed while making this Volvo. Because everything you see here, the entire cabin is vegan and leather free. Even the plastic qualities or the other materials that are used here are recycled. And the entire cabin you see here, it goes a step towards, say, eco-friendliness. Now personally, I'm a huge fan of minimalistic cabins and therefore I love the modern age Volvo's cabin that you see here. Now you buy any other Volvo, the basic layout of the cabin is the same. You get the same vertical touchscreen here which is based on the Google's Android platform. The rest of the cabin, it's minimalistic and quite ergonomic as well. It's quite a comfortable place to be in. But the party piece of the C40 Recharge cabin is this. The backlit 3D insert that you see here on the dashboard and on the door pads, it represents a 3D topography of Abisko National Park in Sweden. The 3D topography is backlit as well at night and it looks pretty cool. The third highlight about the C40 Recharge that you should know is again in the cabin but here in the second row. Now for any coupe SUV, the biggest trade-off is the compromised headroom. And in the C40 Recharge, the story is not so different. Now I'm 5.5 and I have just enough headroom, but taller passengers might not be very comfortable for say longer journeys. Even the under thigh support and the backrest angle isn't very comfortable. Now personally, I won't mind spending long hours here because I have enough headroom. And this panoramic sunroof, it's big enough for good visibility. Although the window here, it's slightly on the narrower side. It's a trade-off for that coupe SUV roofline. That aside, let us take a look at some of the practicality features that the C40 Recharge is pretty high on. First up is the built-in trash can, taking the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan one step further. It is integrated into the center console and is removable as well to empty it once it's full. My Comet long-termer has a hook instead of a glove box, but here there's a hook inside and over the glove box. So you can hang additional polythene bags from your grocery shoppings. And that's not all, the glove box has a pen holder as well. There's a plastic ticket holder on the windscreen where you can even hang your toll receipts. And then there's an additional flexible tray with hooks to hold your groceries, which also create a separate compartment within your boot space. Apart from the boot space, this being an EV, there's an additional 31 liters of Frunk as well. All in all, the C40 Recharge is high on practicality. Now the next thing you need to know about the C40 Recharge is how it is to drive. Now the C40 Recharge, it's a born EV. Unlike the XC40 Recharge, which also has an ICE version, the C40 is only available as an electric. It's based on the same CMA platform and uses the same 78 kilowatt hour battery pack that you get in the XC40 Recharge, and this one also gets dual motor setup. Now, like every other Volvo, the C40 Recharge is easy to drive. It's smooth, refined, very capable as well. This one has 400 bhp on power and almost 660 Newton meter of twisting force. So it's equally a fast car. Now we have got limited time with the car today and we barely got it out of the twisters here in Lonavala. So when we get the car back home, we will be telling you how it is to ride, how the steering is, and the range as well, because as you know, at CarWale, we do a real world range test for all the EVs. So when we get the C40 Recharge back at home, I personally am looking forward for that range test, because Volvo claims almost 530 kilometers of range, electric range on this C40, which is significantly more than even the XC40 Recharge, all thanks to its sloping roof and better drag coefficient. Now the one difference the C40 Recharge brings over the XC40 Recharge is that the one pedal setup that you get here is now controlled via 3 modes. So there's manual on, there's automatic, and there's completely off. The one pedal setup, it's fairly nice to use. So once you get used to it, it's like you'd never have to touch the brake pedal ever. There are no drive modes here, but again, the C40 Recharge is smooth, swift, and practical. There's also ADAS here, but that's another thing we will have to check out once we get the C40 back home. Last and the fifth thing we want you to know about the C40 Recharge is its launch date. Volvo India will launch the C40 on 4th of September and the bookings will open right next day, that is on 5th September. The C40 Recharge will be assembled right here in India at its Bangalore facility right alongside the XC40 Recharge. When it goes on sale in India, the C40 Recharge will be sold alongside the XC40 Recharge. It is targeted at people with finer taste in wines, who prefer calling a chauffeur instead of a driver, and those who know the taste of caviar. And since it will carry a premium over the XC40 Recharge, we think it should lighten your pocket by around 60 lakh rupees ex-showroom. At its price, the C40 Recharge is entering a space that has other premium EVs like the BMW i4, which is a sedan. There's Mercedes-Benz EQB, which is a 7-seater crossover, and the Korean pair of Hyundai Ioniq 5 and the Kia EV6. Both the Ioniq 5 and the EV6 are the biggest threat to the C40. They offer almost everything the Volvo has on offer and some more. They are also equally good to drive and spacious and practical too. And yet, they are priced much lower than this sloping roof Volvo is expected to be priced at. So if you want to know anything else about the C40 Recharge that we couldn't cover in this video due to shortage of time, please write down your queries in the comment section below and I promise we will answer them all. But if you think the C40 Recharge is not for you, do check out our video of the Hyundai Ioniq 5, which is an equally sized but more affordable EV. And if you want a EV but it should be flamboyant and large and expensive and powerful, do check out our video of the Audi Q8 e-tron by clicking on the box on your screen. This is Bilal signing off. Until next time.